In the late 1950s, the streets were dominated by big, heavy cars, massive American and British vehicles that guzzled fuel and took up precious space. These cars, with their long hoods and wide bodies, were symbols of post-war prosperity, but they were hardly ideal for the realities of city life or for people watching their budgets. Navigating narrow city streets or finding parking was a daily challenge, and the cost of running such cars was rising fast. Then, in 1959, something remarkable happened. The Mini arrived, tiny, cheeky, and unlike anything else on the road, it was a breath of fresh air, a car that immediately stood out from the crowd with its compact size and playful personality. The Mini wasn't just a new car, it was a revolution in thinking. It was small on the outside, but surprisingly big on the inside, fun to drive and affordable for ordinary people. Its clever design made it practical for everyday use, and it quickly won over drivers who wanted something different. The story of the Mini began a few years earlier, with the 1956 Suez Crisis. This international conflict led to a severe fuel shortage in Britain, making big, thirsty cars seem impractical and even wasteful. Suddenly there was a real need for a car that could do more with less. Leonard Lord, the head of the British Motor Corporation, saw an opportunity. He wanted to create a real, small British car, not just another quirky bubble car, but something practical and modern that could meet the needs of the time. Lord turned to his most talented engineer, Alec Isigonis, and gave him a bold challenge. Design a car that could fit inside a box just 10 feet long, 4 feet wide and 4 feet high. It was a daunting task, but Isigonis was up for the challenge. Isigonis and his team didn't just shrink a car, they reimagined it from the ground up. Every detail was reconsidered, from the placement of the wheels to the shape of the seats, to make the most of every inch of space. The challenge was clear. How do you fit 4 adults and their luggage into such a tiny space without sacrificing comfort? It seemed almost impossible. The answer was radical engineering and a complete rethink of car design. The Mini used front-wheel drive and a transverse engine, freeing up space inside and allowing for a surprisingly roomy interior. When the Mini was finally unveiled to the public, people were amazed. Its compact size was unlike anything they'd seen, yet the interior felt open and comfortable, almost magical in its clever use of space. Sold as both the Austin 7 and the Morris Mini Minor, the car quickly became known simply as the Mini. It was an instant hit, capturing the attention of drivers everywhere. The Mini was practical, efficient, and full of character. A car with a friendly face and a plucky spirit, it made driving fun again, and people loved its unique charm. The Mini captured the imagination of a whole generation, becoming a symbol of freedom and innovation for people ready for something new and exciting. Its legacy was just beginning. The Mini's space magic came from a bold move, one that would change the automotive world forever. The car's visionary designer, Alec Isigonis, made a radical decision. He turned the engine sideways. This innovative transverse engine layout, with the gearbox cleverly tucked underneath, saved precious space under the hood and inside the cabin. By powering the front wheels, the Mini eliminated the need for a bulky transmission tunnel running through the middle of the car. This created a completely flat floor, opening up the interior and providing much more room for passengers to stretch out. The result? An astonishing 80% of the car's floor space was dedicated to people and luggage, something truly unheard of at the time, especially for such a compact vehicle. 4 adults could actually fit inside comfortably with enough space for their belongings, making the Mini both practical and surprisingly roomy. The Mini proved to the world that small cars didn't have to be cramped, uncomfortable, or compromised in any way. It redefined what was possible in compact car design. Isigonis' revolutionary design became the blueprint for nearly every small car that followed, inspiring generations of engineers and designers. Today, most modern hatchbacks and compact cars owe their entire layout to the Mini's ingenious engineering, carrying forward its legacy of efficiency and smart use of space. The Mini didn't just solve the small car puzzle, it set the standard for decades, becoming an icon and a symbol of clever automotive innovation. The Mini wasn't just practical, it was a blast to drive. With wheels at each corner and a low center of gravity, it handled like a go-kart. The steering was sharp, the suspension firm, and the car felt alive on twisty roads. Even basic models felt zippy thanks to their lightweight. The Mini's fun factor caught the eye of racing legend John Cooper. He saw its potential. And in 1961, the Mini Cooper was born, adding power and performance to the mix. Suddenly, the humble city car became a true driving legend. The Mini made every journey feel like an adventure. The Mini Cooper stormed motorsport, taking on giants at the Monte Carlo Rally. In 1964, Paddy Hopkirk and his Mini Cooper S shocked the world by winning the rally, outmaneuvering bigger, more powerful cars. The Mini's agility and front-wheel drive traction made it unbeatable on icy, twisting roads. This David versus Goliath victory made headlines and turned the Mini into a motorsport icon. The Mini team dominated Monte Carlo, winning again in 1965 and 1967. Even a controversial disqualification in 1966 only added to its legend. Each win boosted sales and cemented the Mini's reputation as a giant killer. People wanted the car that humbled the competition. The Mini Cooper became a symbol of performance and plucky determination. It proved that clever engineering could beat brute force. As the 1960s swung into gear, the Mini became more than just a car. It was a cultural icon, instantly recognizable on the bustling streets of London and beyond. Its compact size and cheeky design captured the spirit of a generation eager for change and excitement. Its style and spirit made it the must-have accessory for celebrities, musicians, and royalty alike. Owning a Mini was a statement. It meant you were part of the in crowd, someone who embraced the new and the bold. The Beatles, Steve McQueen, Twiggy, and countless others drove Minis, not just for show, but out of genuine love for its fun, zippy drive, and unique personality. The Mini was as much at home outside a recording studio as it was on a movie set or a fashion shoot. The Mini broke social barriers. Factory workers and movie stars drove the same car. It was a rare symbol of equality, uniting people from all walks of life with its universal appeal. Its fame soared with its starring role in the 1969 film The Italian Job, featuring unforgettable chase scenes that showcased the Mini's agility and charm. The film cemented the Mini's place in pop culture history. The Mini became a symbol of youth, freedom and rebellion, a fashion statement on wheels. It was the car of choice for those who wanted to stand out and express themselves. People didn't just buy a Mini, they joined a movement. Mini owners formed clubs, organized rallies and celebrated their shared passion, creating a vibrant community that thrived on camaraderie and fun. Its image was as important as its engineering. The Mini's bold colors, innovative design and playful details made it a true trendsetter, influencing everything from fashion to advertising. The Mini's cultural impact helped it sell in huge numbers. Showrooms were packed and waiting lists grew as demand soared across the globe. It was a car for everyone, everywhere. From city streets to countryside lanes, the Mini brought people together, transcending borders and backgrounds. The Mini wasn't just part of the 60s, it helped define them. Its presence at iconic events and landmarks made it inseparable from the era's identity. Its legacy as a style icon endures to this day. Modern and vintage Minis alike continue to turn heads, celebrated at car shows and fashion shoots around the world. The Mini was the little car with big attitude, a true superstar of the swinging 60s and an enduring symbol of style, innovation and fun. Despite its fame, the Mini never lost sight of its mission: affordable mobility for all. Priced under £500 at launch, it opened car ownership to a new generation. Its frugal engine and simple mechanics made it cheap to run and easy to fix. The Mini democratized driving, crossing class lines and uniting students, nurses and celebrities alike. Over 40 years, more than 5 million Minis were built and sold worldwide. It came in many forms: vans, pickups, estates, broadening its appeal. The Mini's universal charm and practicality made it a global success. It was a car for the masses, changing lives and opening roads. The Mini's story is one of accessibility, ingenuity and enduring appeal. The Mini's influence reshaped the automotive world. Its transverse engine and front-wheel drive layout became the template for modern small cars. Today's bestsellers, the Golf, Fiesta, Civic, all follow the Mini's formula. The Mini maximized space, improved safety, and inspired the hatchback revolution. Production ended in 2000, but the Mini's spirit lives on in BMW's modern Mini. The original design created a bond with drivers that endures across generations. The Mini was more than a car, it was a clever idea, a motorsport hero, a style icon, and a friend. It proved that greatness comes in small packages. The Mini changed the way we think about cars and about what's possible. 65 years later, the little car with the big idea remains a true automotive masterpiece.